Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, Hayley.
Happy Monday, Mike. It's good to see you.
Good to see you. And it's also Happy Martin Luther King Day to you.
Yes, happy Martin Luther King Day.
Yes, so it is Monday Lunchtime Digest, January 20th, 2025. And we are here to talk about what is going on with the Oklahoma Counseling Institute and in the world of mental health. So, Hayley, what is going on with OCI?
Oh my goodness, where do I begin? We have a lot of incredible events and activities coming up in these next few months. So, first of all, we kicked off my Thrive in 2025 last Thursday. We got a good group of 5 of us. We're opening up registration for one more week if anyone else would like to join. And so, in Thrive in 2025, us mental health care providers and paraprofessionals are meeting to talk about burnout, secondary trauma, compassion fatigue, and as well as talking about ways that we can prevent those three things. And so last time we all did the Proquel. We looked at what our own burnout, secondary trauma, and compassion fatigue levels are. And then these next few weeks, we're going to be talking about ways to maintain our own mental health and well-being as practitioners. And so if you'd like to join, please register by this Thursday. This Thursday will be the 23rd. So we have registration open until Thursday the 23rd. If you'd like to join, that'll be Thursdays at noon via Zoom. We also have coming up here in a few weeks, it starts with Parts IFS consultation group. So that will be starting with Dr. Michael Fitzgerald. He's a professor at Oklahoma State University, and he'll be leading that group Mondays at 10 starting in February. Also in February, something awesome that's happening is we are having our legislative town hall part 2. And so, if you'd like to join us, this will be a members only event, but it'll be free for Oklahoma Counseling Institute members. And so, for our legislative town hall, like last year, we're going to be meeting with representatives from different mental health organizations in the state of Oklahoma as we talk about what legislation, what bills that we should be aware of for 2025. So far, who have joining us is the executive director of the Oklahoma Behavioral Health Association. We have representative from Healthy Minds Policy Institute, and we have a representative from the Case Management Society of America's Oklahoma chapter. And so lots of representation across the board. And so if you'd like to join us, if you'd like to register, again, it is free for members, and you can find registration on counselinginstitute.org. And on top of all that, because you know me, Mike, we have so much stuff going on at OCI. We also have less than 2 weeks remaining for our early bird sign up for the Summer Super Summit. And so early bird sign up will end January 31st. And so if you'd like to save $91 on registration, go to counselinginstitute.org. We're going to have 14 hours of awesome continuing education, networking events, and lots of fun May 15th and 16th this year. And the day after registration, we should start to announce who we'll be having for our speakers. And so I think that I know I'm biased because, I helped to create the lineup, but I think we have the best lineup yet when it comes to speakers, breakout presenters, and keynotes. And so be sure to join us this year for a lot of fun, a lot of great education. I can take a deep breath now. I think I've covered all the things that I wanted to talk about today. I could go on about all the awesome things we have coming up, but that's what's on our agenda for today.
Yeah, well, that is a lot of exciting stuff going on. And first of all, I haven't told you this, but I heard through the grapevine that the first Thrive in 2025 meeting was spectacular, that it was
Oh,
really, really good. Yeah, so
great.
the people told me that they really enjoyed it. So, as you said, there's still time to sign up if you would like to sign up and jump in on that, just to have a place to refresh yourself on self care skills, have a group to help hold yourself accountable as you are starting off this new year. And then also, as you talked about our second annual town hall meeting. And so last year we had a couple of other professional groups there. We hope to have more this year. So if you are involved in a professional association or know somebody who is, then certainly ask them to contact us to make sure that they get involved in the town hall meeting for this year, because we'd love to have all of the major professional mental health associations to be involved in that, just a way to get together and talk about what each association is watching as far as what's going on with the state legislation and things like that. So just prod them along, have them contact us, and we will make sure that they are able to be a part of the town hall. And then also, we are currently going through I think, Hayley, I think I saw that there's something like, I don't know, maybe close to 1,000 proposed bills this year. I may be wrong on that. Don't hold me on it, but there's a lot. And we are combing through that right now at OCI to look at which ones pertain to mental health to keep an eye on. So if you have any legislation that you know is coming up that you're really interested in, then let us know. You can either post a comment here at This Money Lunchtime Digest, or you can also just email us or text us the one that you are watching to make sure that we add to our legislation tracker so that you'll be able to keep up with what's going on in the Oklahoma legislature.
Absolutely. And if you'd also like to see some bills being discussed at our town hall, you can also email us those as well. If there's a bill that you are curious about or you'd like some more perspectives on, go ahead and send us an email, hello@edmondcounseling.com, with what bills you believe that we should be on the lookout for and discuss.
Yes, thank you. Please let us know. And Hayley, what is going on in the world of mental health?
So, a few things both locally and nationally. So, first of all, I love our metropolitan library system. It's I think that we have one of the best library systems in the country. But they are having a series of events this January for self-care, and something that they have started is the museum's monthly mindfulness journals. And so you can go to the Metropolitan Library, whichever one is closest to you, and they have a set of journals that are free for library card holders, which is also free. But they are monthly mindfulness and reflection journals. And so if you or a client are wanting to find more ways to be mindful and stay present, especially through the chaos of the beginning of the year, I really encourage you to go to the Metropolitan Library and find your free mindfulness journal.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
Yes. And also going on in Oklahoma City is First On Recovery is hosting a warm clothing drive for veterans. They are collecting clothing between now and tomorrow, I believe. And this clothing, I spoke to the representative from First Dawn on Thursday, and she said that they are accepting new and gently used clothing, or you can send Amazon orders directly to First Dawn. And so First On, what they're doing is they're collecting this warm clothing and they're bringing it to the VA. And so that way, veterans who are in need will have access to warm clothing as the temperatures continue to drop over these next few months. And so reach out to First On Recovery for more information. But yeah, that's another awesome thing that's going on in the metro. And then nationally, NPR had a really interesting article this week. They talked about research on the buddy system when it comes to holding yourselves accountable for goals. And so according to the research that was explored by NPR, if we have some sort of accountability system with a buddy, then we're more likely to reach our goals. They looked at the research, and for example, whenever one half of a couple wants to pursue a goal, if the other half of the couple also pursues that goal, they're exponentially more likely to complete that goal. But also talked about other ways to hold yourself socially accountable. One of those ways is, joining a group that is also trying to reach that goal. For example, if you're wanting to publish a novel, joining a writing group. I also talked about, having just monthly meetups with friends, whether or not you're completing the same goals, but just ways to meet online or connect in person and ask each other, hey, how are your goals going? But the last part they said that was actually effective is having apps that help you to take part or help you to keep accountable for your goals. So I think about Map My Run. Map My Run's one of my favorite apps, and you can friend people on Map My Run. And it's similar to social networking in that you can like each other's runs or whatnot, but even having something as, basic as an app where you can log your goals and other people can see it, that can significantly affect the likelihood that you are to complete your goal or maintain your goal. And so it can be everything from joining a group that revolves around your goal to just having an app with other people who can see your progress. That can be enough to hold yourself accountable, or at least increase the likelihood you hold yourself accountable in creating and completing your goals. So I thought that was really fascinating and helpful. I know that I have a novelty calendar in my kitchen that is every day. It's a different holiday, right? And a couple of days ago, the holiday was National Forget Your New Year's Resolution Day. So I know that probably about this time of the year, it's easy to start to give up on our New Year's resolutions. Progress, not perfection, is what we hope for, but having some sort of accountability with friends or an app can be a way to maintain your New Year's resolution goal way past January 1st.
Right. Yes. And so having that accountability partner, whether in person, online, or something, is really helpful. And, as you talk about that, that reminds me of Smart Recovery, And so if you want to learn more about our particular Smart Recovery group, you can go to smartedmond.com. But at the end of group, we talk about a goal that we want to work on for the next week. And so it doesn't necessarily have to be substance related. Of course, it can be, especially for people who are early on. But going back to, there's been many times that, I've expressed to the group my goal that I'm going to work on that week. And then in the back of my mind is, I got to tell the SMART group, how did I do on that or not? And of course, there's sometimes I meet it and sometimes I don't. But I can certainly see having that accountability partner being really helpful with that.
Absolutely. And there's that social element too. It's a positive to be able to connect with others. And so that, associating that with our goal can also help us along the way too.
Yeah, definitely. And, for my news for this week, I would just like to share news about our news. And so just looking at our Facebook feed here, Hayley, we post all types of stuff that is going on right there. So here we had a news story about a 8-week parenting program that's happening in Midwest City, Dell City, starting January, starting January 23rd, I think is what I saw. Yeah, beginning January 23rd coming up. We have the Oklahoma Healthcare Authority. So Traylor Raines recently announced his resignation there. Talk about some research that Natick had posted. So we just are almost on a daily basis putting up news about what is going on in the world of mental health and in Oklahoma in particular. This was an interesting oral brain axis has been discovered. Talks about the what's it called, Hayley? The biodome? Is that the word I want? That talks about the bacteria in our gut. We know about that, but now they found that bacteria in our mouths also play a part to our mental health. So all types of stuff on there. So if you don't check out our Facebook page, then you're missing out. So make sure that you check out our Facebook page, you like it, make sure you're following it so it shows up in your feed so you can see all the stuff that is going on in the world of mental health and in Oklahoma.
Absolutely. I learned something every time I check out our Facebook feed too.
Me too. Yes. So Hayley, who is our winner for this week?
So our winner this week is our old friend Yui Reynolds. Yay, Yui!
Hey, congratulations, Udella. So tell Udella what she has won today, Hayley.
So Udella has won a free on-demand training from the Oklahoma Counseling Institute.
Congratulations, Udella. So we are bumping it up a notch where we are giving out online training. So you will get a free on-demand training from the Oklahoma Counseling Institute. And what's the best way to get that, Hayley, to reach out to you so that you can get instructions from them on what they want to take?
Yes. So if you'd like to send me an email, edmondcounseling.com, or shoot me a text, 405-440-3034. Whoop. Trying to add
I think we keep hitting it at the same time. There we go.
That must be the case. Great minds think alike. Yeah. All right, and let me know what you'd like to add. If you'd like to see our full catalog, you can go to counselinginstitute.org. And if you'd like to be entered into the drawing for next week, you might as well go ahead and go to oklahomacounselinginstitute.org and look at our amazing catalog and see what kinds of trainings we have in store for you. Anyway, but yes, go to counselinginstitute.org. Let me know what on-demand training you'd like, and I'll make sure to send it your way. And so that being said, if you'd like to be like Yui and you'd like to be entered into the drawing for next week, because again, we're giving away on-demand courses now. As Micah said, we're upping it a bit, and our on-demand courses are a $30 value, which is incredible, I think. But you can like this post, like Kira Morris already has. You can share this post, and you can comment. Every time you do one of those three things, you get entered into a chance to win next week's drawing, and you also help us to grow. And so if you'd like to be entered in next week's drawing, you want to answer today's question. Today's question is, what are you doing for your mental health this week? I saw an article that today is known as Blue Monday. And though this research has been debunked, in the 90s, Blue Monday was known as I believe, the third or fourth Monday in January that they said was, the the day when people feel most depressed during the year. And again, that research has been debunked. It's not necessarily this is the bluest or lowest Monday of the year, but I always think that it's important for us to reflect on what we're doing for our mental health and our well-being. And so our question this week again is, what are you doing for your mental health this week? Micah, may I ask what you're doing for your mental health?
Oh man, I am trying to get caught up on my sleep is what I am doing. So I have over the weekend I worked to go to bed a little bit earlier. I took did I take a nap in there? Anyway, I've been working on catching up on my hours to try to get caught up on my sleep. So Hayley, how about you? What have you been doing for your mental health this week?
So I am trying to do more exercise indoors. I like to be outside and I like to take my pup for a walk outside, but it has been dangerously cold the last 3 days. And so both my pup and I are going a little bit stir crazy. And so I'm just trying to find more ways to work out and exercise indoors with my pup too. So that way we can both get our energy out, not drive my husband crazy.
That sounds good. Well, we'd love to hear what you're doing for your mental health. And as Hayley said, whenever you enter in a comment and let us know what you're doing for your mental health, whenever you you share this Monday Lunchtime Digest, each one of those things enter you into the drawing so that you can win next week and get free continuing education. So how awesome is that?
Right. Renewal season comes around every year, guys.
Right. That's right. Well, thank everyone for joining us. Thank everyone for supporting us on our mission to provide quality continuing education in Oklahoma. Keep spreading the word about the Oklahoma Counseling Institute. Everybody have a good week, and we'll see you next time.
See you next Monday. Take care.
Bye-bye.